What's up, guys? I'm Nathan. Channel's name is Somewhat United with Nathan. Welcome. The UFC has a Halloween card this year, which is I don't quite remember it happening like this before, so it's a little unique that way. And it will be headlined by a retirement fight for the middleweight and all-time MMA great Anderson the Spider Silva, and he will take on ranked contender Uriah Primetime Hall in a middleweight bout. And Anderson Silva at the beginning, in the build up to this fight, said that this will be his retirement fight, and he's ready to move on to pastures new, and we're going to find out how he's going to end his storied MMA career this week. So to kick off the main card for the UFC Halloween event is Bobby King Green versus Thiago Moises. Bobby Green is a very well-rounded fighter. He's 27-10. And he's basically has equal win ratio in the KOs, submissions, and decisions. So he's very well rounded. He's very durable, and this will be his fourth fight in 2020. He's currently 3-0. All three of those fights have gone to decisions, and he will take on Brazilian black belt Thiago Moises, who's 13-4. He has 6 KOs, 4 submissions, and he's won one, lost one, basically in the UFC so far his career, and I think Bobby Green's in such a rich vein of form that he's either going to get a decision or he's going to get a late finish. I think he's on a roll. I think he's revamped his technique and it shows this year. So I think Bobby King Green to win it, late or by decision. Yeah. Then we have a heavyweight affair between Maurice Green versus former NFL standout Greg Hardy. Maurice Green is 1-2 in his last 3, but he has fought ranked contenders, so take that record with a little bit of salt because he has performed well before losing both those matches. He's 9-4. He has 4 submission wins. He looks to take things to the ground from time to time. He either tries to grind out a decision or try to submit somebody, which is very unique in the heavyweight division because most wins are by knockout, really, because big man and come with big power, and it tends to always a very high knockout rate in the heavyweight division. And he takes on former NFL standout Greg Hardy, who's 6-2, 6 wins, 2 losses, and 1 no contest in his 9 professional fights. Out of those 6 wins, he has 5 KOs, and he's basically relied on athleticism so far, and his ability to adapt his athleticism into the MMA game. Mostly, his 2 losses have been to proper rank contenders too, and I think he's not shown his wrestling defense, and I have a strange feeling that Maurice Green is going to take him down and implement a submission game, because I think if Maurice Green stands up with him, he is going to get knocked out. Therefore, I go by Maurice Green becoming smart, adapting to seeing the first round out, and then I think he's going to take him down, and I think he's going to implement a submission on him in the second round. Yeah, so I have Maurice Green winning. Then we have Kevin Holland, who's 19-5 career record, against Mahmoud Muradov, who's from Uzbekistan, with a 24-6 record. Kevin Holland recently won a highly contested decision against Darren Stewart, in which he himself told the president of the UFC that he didn't win that fight. So he has something to prove. Out of his 19 professional wins, he has 15 finishes, 9 of them by KO. And he's quite an explosive fighter. He's going to look to regain that form, because I'm sure he has a chip on his shoulder because he felt that he didn't win the fight that he won. And I think he'd want to be more decisive in this turnaround bout. And I think he's going to take on this Uzbekistani fighter, who's Mahmoud Muradov. He's 24-6, but he has 16 KOs, and he looks like he likes to finish a fight too. So, but I think Kevin Holland with a point to prove might actually be a detrimental thing to him, because I have a strange feeling that Mahmoud Muradov just might finish him because for his penchant for going for KOs. And I have a strange feeling that he will KO Kevin Holland eventually. Or it could be a quick, you don't know these days, you never know. Anything can happen in MMA, but I think he's going to KO him eventually. I would say I wouldn't be surprised to happen in the first round, but I think it'll be a feeling out process because I don't think there's a lot of tape on Muradov. So I would say second round KO. Muradov. Then we have the co-main event, which is a featherweight bout against ranked contenders, undefeated Bryce Mitchell, who fights out of Arkansas. He's 13-0. He has 9 submissions, 4 decisions. He's going to take on Andre Touchy-Feely, who's 21-7. He has 9 KOs in his 21 wins and 9 decisions. So he's pretty. He either finishes fights or he puts on a clinic and takes them to a decision. He very rarely wins by submission. So that's going to be interesting because Bryce Mitchell is a bit of a submission artist because he has 9 out of 13 wins by submission. And I have a strange feeling Thug Nasty, which is Bryce Mitchell's nickname, he's either going to get a late submission or a decision. I have a feeling that he's going to take it to the ground really quick and he's going to smother Andre Feely and he's probably going to get in, I would think, maybe an arm triangle choke, maybe a rear naked choke. He's definitely not going to get a twister, which he has. He has a twister victory in the UFC, and it's a very rare submission, and it's a very high level submission. But I think he's eventually going to grind on Andre Feely, and he's going to get a late submission, I think third round, or he's going to go to a decision. Yeah, I think he's going to continue to be a member of the ranks of the undefeated in the UFC, and he's going to go on to probably a top 10, maybe even a top 5 guy after this. Then we have Uriah Hall and Anderson Silva, the main event. Anderson Silva's retirement fight. What can you say about Anderson Silva? An all-time great, an absolute striking virtuoso. A lot of people said in his prime he used to live in the Matrix. He used to bend around strikes and it used to look like magic on the screen. One of his influences is Bruce Lee, so you can imagine how he implemented that style a little bit, or what he would see on TV, how he would see the evasion, and he used to do that, and it used to look like a cartoon. It used to look like a UFC video game sometimes. Prime Anderson Silva was probably some of the best MMA you could see when it comes to striking, especially in his defense, when he used to not put his hands up and guard up, where he used to actually bob and weave and literally, like move out of the punches and the kicks, and it was amazing to see. And he was a significantly good counter striker as well, and that's what made it magical to watch. He used to evade strikes and then knock someone out, and it used to be beautiful. He was a very patient fighter, and he's 45 now, and everyone's career has to come to an end. And while I genuinely don't want to pick this main event, but while I hope he might win it, I have a feeling that Uriah Hall, he's won his last 3 or 4. He's won them all by knockout. I think Uriah Hall is going to finish him second round KO. I just think, I don't know what Anderson Silva we expect. It's been over a year since he's fought. He last had a loss to Jared Cannonier, who's fighting in the week before this card, and he lost that with a leg injury. So, and kicking is a very integral part of his game because he has a Muay Thai base. I don't know what's going to happen really. I hope Anderson Silva wins. I really hope he puts a victory to close out his MMA career. I really do, because it is a storied and legendary MMA career. I hope he wins. But I have the strange feeling that Uriah Hall is going to get a KO and it's going to be second round. And I think you're going to see like a slow Anderson Silva for some reason. And yeah, I think Uriah Hall will take it. And hopefully get a bigger name after this. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Halloween UFC event. I don't think it comes around often. It's going to be sad to see one of the legendary MMA greats go, but if he can get off a win, what better way to finish off your career on a high and move on to something else. So stay tuned, guys. I hope you'll watch the fight. I hope you'll see him. I hope he turns back the clock and he performs great. Only time will tell. Please hit that bell notification for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one.